Okay, we're going to be looking at stem and leaf plots today. Remember that this little key exists down here at the bottom to let you know how this data works. For example, an 8/2 is an 82 for our piece of data. Okay, what numbers were added, Angelina? When I'm doing part A, how many students were polled? And all these are pieces of data. Remember that a 1-7 counts as a 17, and a 4-1 counts as a 41, 4-1 again, 42, 49. So each of these right-hand side, each of these get counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 24, 25, 26. So I counted the right-hand side numbers. Does that make sense, Angelina? Because the left-hand side numbers are just telling me the tens places for all the right-hand side numbers. So we count those. We see we have 26 pieces of data. Here we go now to part B. Part B says to find the mean of the data. And this is a mean problem because I literally have to go add up all of these numbers. Please go grab your calculators now, your phone calculators. I'm going to say them as I am adding them in my phone calculator. So I'm adding in my phone right now. 17 plus 41 plus 41 plus 42 plus 49 plus 53 plus 53 plus 53 plus 53 plus 53 plus 61 plus 63. I need a student to do this with me so you guys can double check my number. Plus 64 plus 66 plus 67 plus 68 plus 69, plus 71, plus 73, plus 75, 75 again, 77, plus 82, plus 82, plus 83, plus 84. When I add, so for the mean, I'm going to add all data and divide by 26 students that were polled. I got 1615. I'm going to pause now and see if someone else can confirm that they got that number. All right. So now we take that 1615 and divide it by 26, and I'm getting a rounded answer. So I'm going to write the approximation symbol of 62.12, 62.12. And it says to round the mean to the nearest cent. And so we're talking about money here, you guys. So 0.12 rounds it to the nearest cent. So they make us do the mean problem first, adding up all that data. And it's a large data set. And you just want to be careful with those numbers. Any question on getting the mean? Okay, the median is the middle, right? 6 letters in the word median, 6 letters in the word middle. They both start with M. And we also know that the median is our Q2. So finding the median, half of 26 is 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And if I count from the other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, I've got to go right in the middle of those two. Can someone tell me what they think the median is going to be in the middle right there of those 13 pieces of data? What's my median going to be? Beautiful, Yaneli. My middle is in between 64 and 66. So it's 65. Questions on how I got that middle? Okay. Mode means most often occurring. Which one is happening the most? Who can type in the chat? Oh, Alexander. So to find the middle, I know there's 26 pieces of data. What is the middle of 26 things in between the 13th thing? So to get the middle, I counted 26 things and divided it by 2 to get 13, Alexander. And so then I just counted 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alexander, can you confirm if that makes sense now? How I divided the 26 by 2 to see what half of the data would be? Okay, so Alexander, when I count 13 things, watch with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Do you see how there's 13 pieces of my data? And then if I count the other direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pieces of data. It's in between the data, 64 and 65. This means 64, and this means 66, sorry. So again, Alexander, I'm showing you how to work on a stem and leaf plot. But if it's uncomfortable, many students are going to just write out the data. When I give them this problem on the test, on the final, they're going to write it out their normal way and then find the middle that way. So Alexander, if it feels better to write out all 26 pieces of data and find the middle your usual way, just keep that in mind, that working off this table is kind of weird. So if you want to do that, feel free. Okay, what's my mode, you guys? What is the most? Yes, Talise, thank you. 53 happens 5 times. So the mode is 53. Nice, Yaneli. Okay, what's the range? The range is the maximum piece of data minus the minimum. It's what's the highest to the lowest. So does everybody see that the highest piece of data is 84? And the lowest piece of data is 17. Can you guys please subtract that for me and tell me what you get? Yaneli, you're like my speed calculator today. Thank you. So the range of this data, how far does it go from its minimum to its maximum? It is 84 minus 17, and that is my range. Okay, finding the 4 quartiles. And by the way, we don't do the 4th quartile in this class. We do Q1, Q2, and Q3 for our purposes. So just do these Q1, 2, and 3. So what's our Q2? We already did that one. The Q2 is the median. We got that it was 65 right up here. So now we have to go to the first half of the data. Let's write this down. The Q1 is the middle of the first half of the data. This is the middle of all the data. We already got it. And this is the middle of the second half. So again, Alexander, if this feels uncomfortable, what I'm about to do, many students are just going to write out this data from the get-go. So taking a peek at the first half of the data, these little purple dots, I have 13 things. What is half of 13? It's about 6.5. So I have to go after the 6th piece of data and before the 7th piece. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My Q1 is going to be in between 53 and 53. Well, that's easy. It's just 53 because that happened right on my mode. Can you guys take a second and look at the little red dots for the second half of the data? What do you think the Q3 is going to be? Take a minute to go try to do it on your own. Do not type it in the chat yet. Let everybody try. What's going to be the middle of the second half of the data? Go find 6 things and find the middle before the 7th thing. Okay, anybody want to try what they got? Nice, Talise. 75 is the middle of the second half of the data. How'd you do on that one, Alexander? Are you thinking this is really awkward and you want to write them out for the test, or are you starting to get it? Okay, awesome, Alexander. Okay, what percent of the students spent $53 or more on gas? No worries. So, okay, so 53 or more. That's going to be all of these guys. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, I'm sorry, guys. I shouldn't have counted this first thing. Hang on. Let me use a different color here. I'm actually going to highlight. So I'm answering the question, what percent of students, oh, that's too dark. Let's go light yellow, green. What percent of students spent $53 or more on gas? It's all of these, all of these, all of these, and all of these. So let's go count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I'm getting that 21 out of 26 spent 53 or more on gas. So 21 divided by 26, and this rounds, is approximately 80.7 or 81%. So hang on. What comes up in the calculator is 0.8076, and so I'm rounding that up to 81%. So while you guys are writing that down, let's talk about how I got that again. What percent of the students spent 53 or more on gas? I went up and looked at how many people spent 53, and then more than that, we counted it, 21. So Angelina, just like we originally counted the data, we're only counting the numbers on the right. I got 21 out of the total of 26 spent more than 53. And so that's 81% of our data. Any questions on this one, you guys? Okay, next one asks for the IQR. The IQR is the Q3 minus the Q1. And so we just go up and grab those numbers. Our Q3 is 75. Our Q1 is 52. Can everybody subtract and get us that interquartile range? Hopefully you got the same number as Yaneli and you got 22. Okay, now, reminder that we are not going to have any lower or upper outliers calculation on this test or how many outliers there are. So for the purposes of time today, I didn't want to keep you more than 30 minutes. So I'm not going to answer those. If in person this week you want to know how to do that, I'm happy to answer it. But it's not on the test, so we are good to go. Okay, last one I'd like you to try on your own is what percent of the students spent between 53 to 75. That means the 53s are okay. Count all the 53s, and up to the 75s, count those too. What percent of the students spent from 53 to 75? Okay. This time I'm going to go count using highlighter of green again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of the 26. So grab that calculator. 16 divided by 26. Anyone want to try to say it? Oh, Yanelli already got us. Okay, so 0.615 is what comes up in the calculator. So she correctly said 62%. Okay, you guys? So I wanted to expose you to that. We are going to be doing one more of those examples during the review this week, but I wanted you to see it when I have all of you together on this happy Monday. And I'm going to go ahead and pause the video.